Hi YouTube! Tonight it's Lindy and Bart in the Bougie apartment, and we're going to help you get gifts for people this evening. For those of you that don't know, gift giving is a huge part of Chinese culture, and it's kind of funny because you're expected to bring a gift in certain social situations, but also the people that are receiving the gift are expected to refuse it at least 3 times just to be polite. And you'll say like, oh, I got this for you, and then, oh, no, that's too expensive. No, take it. I really shouldn't, like, you don't have to do it. Yes, I do. And this goes on and on and on. And the more times you refuse it, the politer you are. Luckily, at my work, since it's an English school and they have foreigners that teach English to the kids, like native speakers, they're used to the culture where in America, if somebody gives you something, you just take it. So my boss was cool and she just took it right away. The landlord, however, who isn't familiar with American cultures, he speaks English and he helps me if I need help, and he's just a really nice man, so I thought I'd get him something. Oh my god, he is a stinker. He is a big stinker. Getting him to take something takes probably about 10 to 15 minutes, and I guess he's just a polite guy. So I guess be prepared for them not to accept it and come up with excuses. Like for the landlord, I got him a men's Hawaiian shirt when I went to Hawaii, and my excuses were, this isn't going to fit me. It's for men. It's from Hawaii. I can't take it back. I brought this all the way here for you. So I'd say maybe have a few excuses or reasons why they should take it saved in case they try to argue with you. So I think the first person you're going to need to make a good impression on if you're coming for work is your boss. And if you're coming to meet a fiance or boyfriend or girlfriend's parents, I'm guessing the parents are probably going to be older adults. I recommend vitamins. Chinese people love vitamins. Like, health is a really super big deal to them. And the vitamins here are a royal pain in the butt to find. When you do find them, they're super expensive, and to be honest, I would question about 90% of them, like if they were fake or not, so they'll be super happy if you bring them vitamins. Something else you should give with the vitamins is like directions in simple English, like not medical English, like take this 1 to 2 times a day with food. This is supposed to help you with like your complexion, with your bone health, with whatever. Just make a little thing that's easy to read and understand so they know how to take them. But that should make them pretty happy. The next group of people I'm going to talk about is coworkers, and I'm sorry, but because I work at an English school, the Chinese have this thing where they think women are better teachers and they're more patient with the kids. So I'd say probably like 85% of my coworkers are female. So I know more about gifts for female coworkers than I do for male coworkers. But for the ladies, if you could just go to the drugstore and get like some, you know, those little Maybelline makeup palettes where it's got like 3 or 4 colors in there and they're like $4 or $5 a pop, they would love that. Or if you could get like a Rimmel London mascara or some lipstick, they'd love that too. Because makeup here that isn't of questionable origin, like isn't gonna make you break out, isn't covered in lead, isn't gonna like kill you, is hard to find, and when you do find it, it's typically really expensive, high-end stuff like Dior or like Marc Jacobs. So if you could get something just from like Maybelline or Rimmel London or something like that, just that you could find it like Walgreens or CVS or even the grocery store, they'd like that, and they'd be happy with that. What I did when I came here was I got lip snackers, like those Bonnie Bell ones that you have in middle school, the fruit flavored ones, and they really like those. And for the guys, no, I didn't think they wanted like a sparkly lip smacker. I got them just chapstick, like the flavored chapstick, the cherry chapstick that comes in like a black tube, and they were happy with that. And for guys, I don't necessarily condone this, but if you want them to like you and you know the age group, you can bring cigarettes, like American cigarettes, because the cigarettes in China, it's weird. They're so obsessed with health stuff, but a man, I'd say if he's over like 40 or 45, I would bet money that he probably smokes. And if they've been smoking for that long and smoking is that big a part of their life, you're not going to get them to stop. So like it might be a good idea to just bring some like, I don't know, like Pall Malls or Marlboros or something they don't have here that they could try, and that's always fun. If we're talking about kids, don't give kids cigarettes. Please don't give kids cigarettes. And I think makeup contributes to like the early sexualization of kids. I wouldn't give them that. Something I would bring them that's fun are pajamas, because kids here, they don't really have pajamas. Like the little boys, they have like a little, I guess you'd call it like a wife beater tank top and like boxer shorts. That's what the little boys sleep in, and the little girls will just sleep in like their undies, and like if they're not developed up there, they just kind of sleep in their undies. They don't really have jammies here, and keep in mind I live in small town China. Maybe if you were in Beijing or Shanghai or somewhere more cosmopolitan with more foreigners, they might have it. But here they don't have jammies, and if you were to just get a pair of jammies with like, I guess for girls, like the Frozen characters, they'd really like that. The little boy, the landlord's son across the hall, he is obsessed with Marvel superheroes, and I got him a pair of Captain America jammies, and he went nuts. So that's fun, that's practical. If you want to do like just toys, for the boys at least, I've noticed here that their action figures, you know those really crappy action figures you get at the dollar store and they're like hollow inside and they smell kind of weird? That's the kind of toys they have here for boys. I think it's weird that everything's made here, but like they export the good stuff and then they like leave the crappy stuff here for the kids. If you could get them some good quality action figures, again, Avengers is really popular, they like Spider-Man, you could get them that. Or I guess if you want to be more gender neutral, you could get them plastic dinosaurs. Again, the solid ones, that I had some when I was a kid that they were solid and maybe like that big. They would have tons of fun with those. If you want to do like high quality plastic animals, they would like those. For girls, they have Barbie dolls here, but they don't have a ton of clothes for them. So maybe if you wanted to get like a set of fashions, they'd like that. And I've seen like character toys here. They have like little books with characters from American TV, like My Little Pony. They have Monster High. They have like Disney characters. Like they have books in like written in Chinese for kids, so they know the characters. So maybe if you could get them like the actual little figures, like you know the little My Little Ponies that you can brush, I think the little girls would like that. If you want to do something for the whole family, what I think would be fun are egg dyeing kits, and I know that's kind of seasonal, but here they don't do egg dyeing, and my mom sent me a kit, and the neighbor was like, what is that? And we're going to have an egg party because they seemed really interested, and this country invented ketchup. They do have vinegar, so if you want to do that here, you'll be able to. If you are staying with a family, and the parents are like Tiger Mom and Eagle Dad, where they don't let the kids do anything unless it's education related, you could get a puzzle. Like I'm talking one of those nice Ravensburger ones with like a landmark from where you're from. So that way you could say like, oh, this is from my country, this is a famous landmark. So it's kind of like a culture lesson, and then puzzles you can say like, oh, that's good for their brains, so that their parents will actually let them play with it. And then the parents can play with it too, and then you can play with it with them, and it'll just be fun for everybody. If you want to maybe do like a cooking class, like, oh, this is what we eat in my country, you could bring some spices. Like just tonight I had a Chinese friend over and I brought some cinnamon from America and we had French toast, and she thought it was delicious, and they haven't had it here. So you could maybe bring like, I think some cinnamon, some vanilla, some nutmeg, some Italian seasonings, and yeah, just show them what you make at home, and you can have a cooking class, and it'll be fun. So that's just, I guess, stuff that I've thought about bringing to China, or stuff that I have brought to China, and it's worked pretty well. I've had people request stuff like, Lindy, please, when I said I've been going to America, and a lot of it was like makeup and perfume, and I guess if they want to pay for it, that's fine. But no, you don't have to get them like a huge, big Bobbi Brown or Jeffree Star kit. You can get something small and they'll be happy. Okay, that's about it for tonight. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about China, please let me know and I'll try my best to answer them. Okay, have a good night and thank you for supporting me. Bye-bye.